How do you know how much your house is worth? That's a great question, huh? Yeah, that's why I'm here, to ask the good questions. And I'm also here to explain to you how you can figure out how much your house is worth. So let's get started. Hey, it's Kasie Gray, your homegirl, broker associate, and the girl that's going to tell you how much your house is worth. So let's get started. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that bell so you get notified when I post something new, because duh, don't you want to? And give me a follow on that old Instagram so we can be friends on there. And same thing for Facebook, follow me there. Alright, and you stop talking in an accent like this. So the short answer, your house is worth as much as someone wants to pay for it. Well, duh, Kasie. The long answer depends on the market, recent sales, the lender, the buyer, the condition of your home. There's so much to get into, so let's get started. I already said let's get started, so let's really get started. Alright, need to stop talking like that. Okay, so like I said, it's up to basically the buyer who is going to buy your house and pay for your house of what they think it's worth. So obviously when showing houses, it's not up for me to determine how much I think this house is worth. It's up to the client. If having 2 living rooms and 4 bedrooms is worth $1 million to them, then it is worth $1 million to them. It's just a matter of if they're going to be able to get a loan on that, what the appraiser will say, if they require an appraisal. There's a lot of things that go into it, obviously. So when preparing a CMA, a comparable market analysis, I look at a couple of things. Recent sales. So I try to stay within 3 months, if not 6. Some houses in the Ukiah area are more niche, whether it has more acreage or a larger house or different things like that can really affect the price, especially when we have a lot of acreage. So there's a lot of things that go into looking at how much a house is worth. Obviously, the best way to do it is look at recent sales and then kind of adjust the price based off of quality, condition, square foot, lot size, all of that good stuff. And essentially, a CMA, an appraisal, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to get, is just an opinion of value. So even when it comes to an appraisal, it's just that individual appraiser's opinion of the value. So that's why I always suggest for someone looking to either sell their house, refinance their house, do something, to give me a call and we can go through what an appraiser is going to do, because although I don't have an appraisal license, I basically do the same thing as an appraiser. And so I can help you before your appraisal if that's something that you're going to get, or I can help you before you list your house to see how much it's worth. So like I said, past sales in your neighborhood, your area, your town, whatever it might be, the condition of your house. There's a couple of things that don't impact the value, like how much money you've put into this house, how much you owe on this house, how much memories you have in this house. Like, those things don't impact the value. And of course you want to put in money into your house and get that back, but that's not always the case, especially depending on what type of finishes you choose, what type of materials you use. There's different things like that, like a certain roof. Maybe you always wanted to have a tin roof, but someone that's going to come buy that house maybe doesn't care about the tin roof, and they're not going to see the value in not having to replace their roof. So there's different things, and that's one thing, like, if you're making renovations, that you can check in with me and say, like, hey Kasie, like, how much would this matter in a couple of years when we're planning to sell, and together we can have a game plan for that. Another thing that might impact the price of your house when putting it on the market to sell is why you're needing to sell. Are you needing to sell to get out of a loan that you're about to short sale? Are you needing to sell so you can get to Tennessee to be with your sick mother? Are you needing to sell to just because you want to see how much your house is worth, and if maybe someone makes you an offer, then you'll sell? So those things might impact your house. Do you need to get rid of your house in 2 weeks? Then that obviously is going to make an impact on how you price it. So there's a couple of different things, obviously, that's going to make a big impact when looking at how much your house is worth. Knowing your home's value is super important, even if you're not planning on selling, just so that you can stay up to date with what's going on in the market. It's always good to have a good idea of what your assets are worth and etc. Whether you're going to refi, get a home equity line of credit, check in with your insurance, make sure that you're getting charged the right amount in taxes, different things like that. It's great to know how much your house is worth, and I can help you with any of those things. So down below there's going to be a link. You can pop in your address and you'll get a call from me asking certain questions about your house, the condition of it. Obviously, without seeing it, there's only so much I can do, but knowing the market pretty well, I'm able to get a pretty good idea of the condition. Obviously, I don't like to, put my stamp of approval on it without seeing it, depending on if you live in a subdivision or if you live, with somewhere in an area with a lot of comps. It can be pretty easy to, understand what your house is worth without seeing it. But still, it's great to, set up an appointment with me to get me out there to, talk about maybe some fixes to put into your house. Whatever it might be, I'm here. It's completely free, whereas an appraisal is like $450 depending on the appraiser. So if you have any questions at all about what your house is worth, click that link below, put your address in, and we will talk about what your house is worth and where to go from next if you're interested in selling and getting good exposure when listing your house, because that can also impact the price. The better the exposure, the better the sales price, Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I have a lot of other videos on my channel regarding listings, how to sell them the right way. Some of them are a little outdated. My tactics are a little different now. So if you have any questions about me, my experience, my sales record, anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video. And I'll see you with your information down below logged into that link, and we'll get your house sold. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call and we'll chat. I think I said that like 5 times, so sorry.